God they have these big and huge lights on me. I can't see the crowd. Otherwise, I'm really very nervous. Hello, everyone. Happy day, indeed. Well, today is a very special day for me. Why? Because this is my first ever TED Talk. I am very excited, honestly, because I'm here to share my ideas which are worth spreading. And the title to my talk is Accountability Starts with Me. Now, before we proceed further, I want to conduct a small activity, okay? And I want everyone to get involved into it, okay? So, I hope you can see the title in front of you. Here I will be saying accountability starts with, and I want everyone to repeat me. Easy? Let's do it once, okay? Accountability starts with me. Once more. Accountability starts with me. Very good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You must be wondering, why did I make you do this? It's because I wanted to instill the idea that accountability is not just a soft skill, but it is a personal habit. Imagine life handing you a giant color palette on your hand. The palette is filled with different colors on it. Some are bright, some are dull, and some you don't even know how to use. Every color on the palette denotes a different perspective. Perspectives like, imagine the bright colors denoting aspects like confidence, clarity, joy, while the dull colors denote something like fear, blame, and anger. This story that I'm going to narrate is about a color I had recently discovered within me, but I had ignored it for too long. I am going to talk about the color of accountability. Now, as this is a story, obviously there will be a protagonist. And you need to know about the protagonist. Here, it is me. Hi, I am Sai Prasanna, a 24-year-old curious student who, like everybody else, thought that my life is sorted once I graduate as a computer science engineer. Spoiler alert, it didn't work out the way I planned it. Instead, I chose to become a content writer. That was a shock for my parents also. I figured out that I had an interest in content writing. And I knew that I can give 100% to that job role. And therefore, I chose it. But imagine a programmer writing paragraphs. Somewhere a chip would have definitely cried. But you know, the beauty of nature is once you allow different and new perspectives to enter your life, you find out aspects that you have never known existed. And I realized that I am made for humans, but not for machines. And that's when the color of human resource management entered into my color palette. Then I decided to give cat, like everybody else. Well, that factor was something difficult and different for me too, because that color suddenly added something that I wanted to do courageously. For those who don't know what CAT examination is, it is a national level qualifying examination that every management student aspires to give. Every year, more than 1,000 plus management students do give that examination, and I was one of them. I started preparing for it, and let me tell you, the ride was not at all romantic. It was rather a roller coaster. Why? Because my mock test showed me the reality. Some weeks I was scoring in 50s and some in 80s. Once my graph was consistent enough, I was on top of the world. I felt like a champion. Imagine myself in a blazer in a top-notch B school, wearing a spectacle and carrying a confidence that I had never had. Then the actual day of examination arrived. And my scores. Well, it dipped down to 60s. Was I sad? Definitely. Devastated? Absolutely. I felt like the universe had pressed Control plus Z on all my efforts. Then the actual blame game started. The rules to the blame game is very simple. You just have to blame everything else around you, but not yourself. And I bet I played it really well. For the next 1 month, I was blaming everything around me. The timing, the universe, even the chair I was sitting on. But my life took a turn the moment I started taking my own charge. That was the first time I questioned myself that what if I am the reason? What if my efforts were not enough? You know, taking responsibility is really, really difficult. But once you start doing it, things suddenly feels lesser of a burden. Something changed in me, definitely. And therefore, I took the charge. Because in this hustle, I completely forgot that becoming a good HR was my ultimate goal. Getting into a B school was just a part of the process, but not the entire process. And therefore, I started applying for different internships. Every college I could, appear for multiple interviews altogether. And the results? Well, the results were really, really impressive. I got call from 2 top colleges in Delhi NCR itself. Bagged an offer letter at a IT consulting service center as a HR intern. I was happy? Definitely. Joyful? Absolutely. I joined in the college, and the very first week I received a welcome kit. The welcome kit had a book in it. A book with a blue cover, and guess what? The title said, "Take charge of your life." Isn't it great? I mean, universe has a very pretty way to validate your perspectives the moment you start owning it. I held the book in my hand, smiled at it, because I heard the universe say, "Hey buddy, you are on the right path." Now that brings me to the theme of the day, that is palette of perspectives. Every human being has a different perspective. The difference lies in the lens with which you view it. Here, accountability adds clarity. Accountability adds a structure to every other aspect that is present in your life. Accountability makes you free. Free from noises, excuses, and confusion. It provides you the clarity. Those aspects include confidence. Accountability enhances growth, discipline, resilience, and most importantly, your mental peace. Today's corporate, we see that the workforce is expected to contain ownership, but the team waits for instructions. We see the startups to look for initiatives, But we see projects fail due to blame games. We see every other job description contains the word responsible, but we lack the root of it. And here, therefore, accountability is a professional currency. It has to be invested very wisely. So to every student, to every future leader, to every manager present in this room with me today, I want to leave you with this. Your life is a canvas. But your perspectives is your color palette. The first stroke that you make, the most important stroke, has to be made by you. Accountability starts with me, and it starts with you today. Thank you so much.